Hello, distinguished friends and colleagues. This is Stuart Hamilton, the Pro-Life Activities Coordinator for the Archdiocese of Louisville, Kentucky, serving under Deacon Stephen Bowling. And this is 5 Minutes for Life, where we take 5 minutes to discuss one ministry or one event or one theme that affects the pro-life community here in the Archdiocese of Louisville. Today, I want to discuss the necessity of crushing the lie. What lie, you might ask? The lie that being pro-life just means being pro-birth. Now, when people say that, they may mean different things. So let's discuss that for a minute. What do people mean when they say being pro-life just means being pro-birth? Well, they could mean that the Catholic Church prioritizes abortion as a life issue. And they would be right if that's what they mean. The Catholic Church will always put a priority on the most innocent and the most vulnerable life. Now, in America, there are a lot of vulnerable populations. We have refugees, we have the disabled, the elderly, the homeless. But you would be hard-pressed to make an argument that there's any population more vulnerable and more innocent than babies in their mother's womb. Think about that. Think about the sheer magnitude of the loss of life of babies being aborted. That necessitates that the Catholic Church does prioritize abortion as a life issue. But set that aside. Maybe what people mean when they say being pro-life means being just pro-birth is that pro-life politicians seem to only care about making abortion illegal. For that, I want you to really put your eyes on what's happening in Texas right now. Seriously. Texas just passed the most aggressive fetal heartbeat bill in American history. Basically, any pregnancy beyond the 6-week period cannot have an abortion. It outlaws abortion in Texas. Knowing that this would put a great deal of strain on these women in emergency situations, the pro-life governors there have funneled millions of dollars to the pregnancy resource centers and other organizations that help pregnant women. Really and truly, Texas is going to be a proving ground for whether or not we can create a post-Roe society. Now, keep your eyes on what they're doing there to see whether or not the proof is in the pudding. But we're going to set that to the side. What I think most people mean when they say being pro-life means just being pro-birth is that pro-lifers do not create or support ministries that address the underlying problems that make abortion necessary in America. Now, for that one, I want to say that's an outright lie. If you've been doing pro-life work here in the Archdiocese of Louisville, you know that there are ministries and organizations that address literally every state of life and every kind of person. You could be born and you could die here in the Archdiocese of Louisville, and there's a ministry for every segment of your life all the way through. Now, for this segment, Crush the Life, I don't ever want to talk about this without highlighting some ministry that's actually helping crush the lie. So, I want to talk about what Catholic Charities is doing to crush the lie. Now, Catholic Charities, they help all sorts of vulnerable populations, but I want to talk to you about a wonderful woman that I had a conversation with about a week and a half ago, Shayla Bottoms. Shayla Bottoms heads up the Family Support Referral Center at Catholic Charities. And what she does is when there's a woman in an emergency pregnancy situation that gets in contact with Catholic Charities, Shayla is the one that ascertains what exactly is her emergency situation, and she's the one that provides what is necessary so that the crisis is lifted so the woman can actually make a decision for life. If you may be familiar with, every year we go through a campaign and we take up extra tithes during Mass for the Opportunities for Life. Well, Shayla helps organize the Opportunities for Life, and she helps distribute the funds. There at Catholic Charities, they fund Lifeline, which can grant emergency financial aid for women who are in these crisis situations. Shayla also helps put these women in contact with adoption agencies if they feel like they cannot raise the child themselves, or if they feel like they could raise the child if only someone would show them how to be a mother. Shayla connects them with Moms Helping Moms or the Mother Infant Care through Queen's Daughters, so that there is a long-term support network for these women to help them to get beyond raising these children. For many, many crisis situations, Shayla's out there doing the frontline work to help women feel like they can have these babies, to address these underlying causes that make abortion necessary for some of these women. I want to thank you, Catholic Charities, and I want to thank you, Shayla Bottoms, for doing your part in crushing the lie. Now, if you want to help Shayla, or if you know someone in need of her services here in the Archdiocese of Louisville, you can call the Family Support Referral Center at 502-637-9786. That's 502-637-9786 to get help. Now, I want to say that if you like what I'm doing here, please smash that like button. Please subscribe and share this video. And before I leave, I want to just plug one thing I'm doing for the youth of the Archdiocese of Louisville. In January, I am taking a busload of youth to the March for Life in Washington, D.C. If you are a youth worker or anyone who works with youth in the Archdiocese, please understand that this is the pro-life event. Hundreds of thousands of pro-lifers come to it, and I've actually extended the trip to become a pilgrimage for life so that we also attend the Mass for Life in Washington, D.C., as well as the Pro-Life Summit. So if you're interested in bringing youth to this event, please email me at shamilton@archlou.org. shamilton@archlou.org. Okay, remember, before I let you go, human life is precious. Human life is worth fighting for because every human life is made in the image and likeness of God. God bless you and have a wonderful evening.